Some of the most powerful companies on the planet aren't the ones you hear about every single day. Nope. They operate quietly in what you might call boring industries, building these incredible, untouchable businesses right under our noses. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on a perfect, and I mean perfect, example of this. So, when you think about huge stock market winners over the last decade, I bet your mind jumps straight to the Magnificent Seven, right? All those big tech giants that are always in the headlines. But what if I told you that a company in a way less glamorous field absolutely left many of them in the dust? Just look at this number, a nearly 1,000% total return in 10 years. Wow. And this isn't some hot new software startup. This is a business built around wrecked cars. The performance is just staggering. And it really makes you ask one big question. How in the world does a company that auctions off damaged vehicles build a business so powerful that it generates returns like that? Well, that's the exact puzzle we're going to solve together in this explainer. And believe me, the answer reveals a business model that is just brilliant in its simplicity. All right, first up, a surprising winner. To really get our heads around Copart's incredible run, we have to start at the beginning, with the fundamental problem they set out to solve. It's a huge challenge, one that affects millions of people every year. And that brings us to the salvage problem. See, at its heart, Copart's genius is being a matchmaker for a really unique market. You've got this massive, constant supply of one thing over here and a huge global demand for that exact same thing over there. The trick, the billion-dollar trick, is bringing them together. So picture this. On one side, you've got insurance companies. When a car gets totaled, they're suddenly stuck with it. They need to get rid of millions of these vehicles, and they need to do it fast and for the best price possible. Then, on the other side, you have this huge global network of buyers, rebuilders, mechanics, scrap dealers, all hungry for a steady, reliable place to find this inventory. Connecting those two sides efficiently, that's the whole game. Okay, so how did Copart become the indispensable bridge between these two worlds? Well, the secret sauce is a powerful force that just gets stronger over time. It's a classic network effect that creates this incredible self-reinforcing flywheel where success just keeps breeding more success. So what exactly is a network effect? It's actually a pretty simple idea, but it's incredibly powerful. It just means a service gets more valuable the more people use it. Think about the first telephone. Not very useful, right? But as more people got one, the whole network became exponentially more valuable. It's the same with social media. Copart just applied that same powerful logic to the industrial world. And this shows you exactly how that flywheel spins. Let's walk through it. It all starts when Copart gets more supply from insurance companies. That massive, reliable inventory then attracts more and more buyers from all over the globe. Well, with more buyers all competing against each other, the auction prices naturally go up. And here's the killer part. Those higher prices make Copart the most profitable, most attractive place for insurers to sell their salvage cars, which, you guessed it, gets Copart even more supply. And the wheel just keeps on spinning, faster and stronger with every single turn. It's beautiful, really. But a powerful network isn't the only thing going on here. Oh no. Over the decades, Copart has been busy building other huge barriers, basically fortifying its competitive moat to make it almost impossible for anyone else to even think about competing. And this moat, it's not just digital, it's very, very physical. They've built their defenses with three key things. First, they had their own amazing proprietary auction software. Second, they strategically own hundreds of salvage yards, a physical footprint that would cost billions and take years to even try to replicate. And maybe the most important piece of all, they have these incredibly deep, decades-long relationships with the very insurance companies who supply the cars. You put all that together and you've got a fortress. So this brings us to our final and maybe most important question. We've seen how this incredible business was built, but just how durable is a moat like this? An advantage built on land, logistics, and software in a world that is changing faster than ever. So, if there's one thing to take away from all of this, it's this. Powerful, long-lasting competitive advantages, these moats, they aren't just for software companies. As Copart proves, you can build them out of steel, real estate, and logistics, especially when you combine it with a killer network effect in a niche that everyone else overlooks. That's the real lesson here. And that leaves us with one last kind of provocative thought to chew on. Copart's dominance seems totally absolute today, but in a world where technology is constantly rewriting the rules of what's possible with physics and logistics, Is any industrial moat, no matter how deep and wide, truly permanent? It's a fascinating question and one that really gets to the heart of what a competitive advantage even is.